No tea, straight seasoning the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast, it's the nation. Melanation, you know what it mean. I will always show love to my queens. No tea, straight seasoning the situation. Salt and Peppa podcast, it's the nation. Melanation, college educated, hustlepreneurs, you can't hate it.
Tell me what that was. What you
I
said?
can't tell you. We doing
it's
this.
Your girl Sault
and your girl. Wait, can you wait?
Okay, you was talking.
Damn. We need a clean pause so I can cut it clean.
It's your girl Sault
and your girl Peppa.
We coming to give you
no tea, straight seasoning. We're just two best friends
giving our perspective
and our views
on this thing called life.
What a day. Today was a day. Today was a day. Damn, how was your day? God damn. How was your day? Tell me, please.
I think it was okay.
My day was
it was strenuous.
Strenuous. Elaborate. Strenuous. Elaborate.
It was just a lot mentally trying to keep my
your zen.
Yeah,
your
trying to keep my
your peace,
my vibrations high, and I come across something that almost brought my vibration down. But I remember through all of this, it all has one end goal. And I gotta be grateful for that, and I'm very grateful for that end goal. So, whatever come, even though it's been obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, the end goal, the finish line is literally like Monday.
Period. So we there.
Here, take it.
So we there.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. So what I heard was, it may have been a tough day, but you stay focused on your end goal.
Yes.
Okay. That's all that matters.
Period.
That's all that matters. You got through the day. Heard you.
Did that. What about yours?
My day was fucking awesome.
I'm happy. Yours was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Everything
like,
is awesome.
oh. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living a dream. Yeah. That's my fucking movie, by the way.
One more thing. I heard, I listen to my videos. And today, I forget what the main basis of the video was, but you know what? It was say this sentence 1,000 times a day and watch what happens.
Listen.
You had to get through the whole video to get the sentence, but the sentence was, is this my affirmation for the day? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because we just talked about that.
Yeah.
So I guess my affirmation, it was halfway through the day when I watched the video, but this will be my affirmation for tomorrow. How about that? I am satisfied. That's it.
You say that 100 times
say
a day?
It 1,000 times a day.
That's a lot.
Let that be playing in the back of your head when you're talking about something. When you stop talking, make it come to the front of your head. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. I am satisfied. She said eventually you will just wake up satisfied and your life will continue to be satisfying because you're expecting to be satisfied. I am satisfied.
I got a few ways to interpret that. And that could just be my mind overthinking shit. Yeah. But I like that. I am satisfied. Okay.
I'm satisfied.
Well, my day was fucking awesome.
You better go.
Emphasis on the fucking awesome. I had the most heartfelt, warming conversations today. The day started off a little energy was a little weird.
It was.
It was a little iffy.
We spend our mornings together.
Yeah, we work out every morning together. And we work out in a group.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, already booked.
I didn't.
You should book.
I'll do it
You should do that right now. And the morning was a little, but as I got through the day, the school ended up closing. And something clicked in me today that said I'm going to use this time because I really don't have a big workload this month. So I was like, let me just use this time I'm home. Let me be real effective with my time.
Right.
I didn't know that this effective would look the way that it looked. I ended up having a very good conversation with an individual who is also an avid listener of the podcast.
Thank you.
And she hit me up, and it was just a simple picture with a planner for the year. And she was like, I listened to the New Year pod, and then I listened to the pod that just was released, and I want to be more intentional about how I go about my day because I noticed that I've been...
What you doing the happy days
Girl.
that I'm doing now?
Girl, so she was like, I just noticed like I've been like a little lackadaisy or whatever, and time just slipping, and I want to be more efficient with my time or whatever. So one, that touched me. Somebody's listening.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got something from it.
You got something. That's not. It's not just listening.
You got
something from it.
Right. So bong, mind you, this is early morning. This is happening. We're up 4:45 in the morning. Hit the gym. Got to be there early. So our day is already started. So by 7, that feel like midday to us. So for somebody to wake up and have that energy of, I need to tell you this, I felt that and I appreciated that. Then on top of that, me and this individual have a relationship outside of her just being a listener. We went to the same ministry together, and she's seen me in that phase of you guys heard me talk about this and Cancel the Noise. She's seen me in that phase of conforming to what everyone thought I should be,
right? And
she had this perception of me that was not me,
right?
And she was saying how she glad she took the time. And it took time to get to know me because she appreciates everything that I am. And it makes you realize, it made me realize how some people can see my directness as being harsh or having an attitude. And some people appreciate it because they understand it's coming from a loving place. If I didn't care about you, I'd lie to you.
Right.
Because I don't care. I have no benefit of telling you the truth.
Right.
I don't care for you. But if I care for you and I care for everybody, I just don't see no point of lying to you. So just ask me what you only know you want an honest answer for. But it was to the point when she said, she was like, oh, when I met you, you just seem unapproachable. I am.
Are you?
I am.
Oh, we'll never know.
I think you wouldn't know because you met me at a time I was very, hey, come over here. I'm the friend. But now I'm in this space of, I'm very protective of my peace. So no, I'm not.
Don't come over here talking to me.
I'm approachable in the sense of, we can have a conversation. I can be very friendly, but I'm not just welcoming everybody into my space. I'm sorry, that takes time.
Right.
And for some people, it may never happen because we're not compatible on that level of having you in my space. But eventually, I ended up inviting her into my space or whatever. And we just talking and having this conversation. And lo and behold, another person that I'm very close with hit me up. They're on vacation in Jamaica.
Okay.
And was like, yo, I just listened to the pod.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't know about y'all, but I know how to receive signs. Okay? And I know when God is giving me signs. I don't know about you, Sault. I get a lot of feedback for the show. I get, oh, maybe I should do this, or maybe y'all should do that, or maybe y'all should try this,
so at the beginning,
or maybe y'all should try that, or you need to switch this or switch that. I'm happy I got to the level of I give no fucks, nor do I have fucks to give.
Okay.
Like, if I had them, I wouldn't give them, but I don't have them. So I'm not giving
why
them.
would I even try to give them?
Because it's, and I say all of that to say, don't give a fuck. Like, in this season, you have to reach that level of I don't care. And it's not that you don't care about the person or whatever or the situation. You just can't care for what people think, say, feel, nothing. Because if you know in your hearts of hearts that, like, I know this, we found our sound, we found our flow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Because everybody who always has an opinion is not a doer.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing what we're doing.
I was gonna say that. I feel like people that, oh, well, I feel like maybe y'all should get better mics. Or maybe I told you in the beginning I got a lot of that. Maybe y'all should get better mics. Like I'm excited to see where the sound quality goes. Or
sponsor the show.
Even I done had people tell me
Period.
that I should speak more.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had people tell me that...
Oh, I had people tell me I talk too much.
I've had people tell me that me speaking was perfect because when I actually say something, it holds some weight.
Period. So
it's... Honestly, like you just said, I don't give a fuck what nobody think.
Is no
we don't
harsh feelings behind it, but
don't
it's
get
to the point. It's to the point. One, we crafted this to sound a certain way, and we're saying this to say you have to be so sure in your vision. You have to be so sure in your idea. You have to be so firm in your dream that with nothing nobody could say, whether regardless of who it's come from, you know the structure you lay out is the structure that's going to get you to where you got to go.
Right.
Everybody can have a building, but nobody was there in the architectural room designing it.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? You can't care. You can't care because if you start sounding like what everybody else wants you to sound like, you're going to be like every other podcast. Then you're going to be like every other thing that everybody here. You're going to be talking about the same thing. Yes, we could talk about tea.
Look at
we could talk about tea.
Perfect example, me as a barber. We worked for the same company at the same time.
Facts.
And
we had two totally different clients.
Completely.
The
clients that I had was the clients that was coming off of work and they was tired and they didn't want to say nothing to nobody. Mm-mm. Why? Because I didn't want to say nothing to them.
Period.
I'm going to cut your hair. You're going to go on about your day.
And my clients was the ones who wanted to talk about their family, who wanted to sit and have a therapy session. And then you know what? I ended up turning around and now I'm doing their wife here because now their wife want to talk about their husband and she want to know what their husband was talking about. I get the talkers because I'm a talker.
That's not me.
And this is why this is structured this way. Because I'm a talker. So I can carry. But when my best friends speak, it's a bomb. That's a difference. This was built and designed this way. So
we're just two best friends giving our views and our perspectives.
Our way on this thing called life. Maybe we should add that in here. We just giving our views, our perspectives, our way on this thing called life. Oh, y'all just heard that new motto.
I don't want people to think that we're not open to criticism.
No, we're very open to criticism because one, that's why we got new mics.
Right.
We got new mics. We changed location about 3 goddamn times because we care about how we sound, but we also have to stand on what we tell y'all.
Right.
Because if it's like what we said, it's steak. I'm gonna trim the fat and eat what provides the substance. And we can't take in everything everybody say, because then we're not gonna be us.
And it'll drive us crazy. trying to pick through what you said and analyze everything that you said. No, thank you for sharing. I'm going to take what resonates with me and I'm going to push all the rest of it into the trash.
And my whole thing is, it's not, like, we're not unappreciative. Because
very appreciative.
We want the
very
feedback.
Appreciative.
We want the feedback.
Because a lot of the feedback has helped. Especially in season 1, after episode 1.
Child.
A lot of the feedback has helped. We are very grateful for that.
Child. When I say shout out to y'all when it came to the mics because we thought we sounded good. Shout out to y'all. But it was just like, oh, well, maybe y'all should try adding in a segment where y'all talk about like daily gossip and celebrity news.
No, I don't want to talk about no celebrities.
But I don't know if y'all get what y'all hear is no tea, straight seasoning. The no tea is because we don't dish out no tea. We're not here to gossip. We don't care about what's going on. I love Cardi. I don't care about what's going on with her.
I got an idea. Welcome to Salt and Peppa Podcast. Today we will be talking about Jada and Lil Baby. Go ahead, Peppa. How you feel about their relationship right now? You think they sneaking around? You think it's okay for him to be cheating on her and stuff?
Well, Salt, I thought about this recently, and I came to the conclusion that they're living their lives, and I don't give a fuck.
Period. Why would we sit here for an hour and talk about other people's relationships and stuff?
Like, we want to give something, we want to provide something of substance. We've been through enough shit in life that if I feel as though I can tell you something or provide something or we could talk about something that could be of quality to somebody and could benefit somebody, that's what we want to do.
Right.
That's what, if I wanted to talk about the shit that y'all could see on the Shade Room, I would have emailed the Shade Room when they said they were hiring and inquired about the TSR news report and had my pretty face on their live interviewing celebrities. Instead, I said, no, best friend, I think you've been through enough. And I've been through enough. I think you accomplished enough. And I've accomplished enough. And we got enough shit going on that we can motivate somebody else to pick up where they are in life, regardless of where they are in life, and do better in life. By giving them the resources and a little bit of tools we got in hopes that they can do something to turn their situation around. We're not perfect. We're not preachers. We're not teachers. We're just speaking on real life shit about our real life issues from our interpretation.
No tea, straight seasoning. Period.
That's it. And the conversations I had just really made me, because sometimes you be really thinking like, well, maybe they got a point. Well, maybe I should do this. Or maybe we should try that. But then you had that moment of this right here, the conversation that confirmed, no, bitch, you back on your lane. Stay in your lane.
Honestly, that's not even us.
It's not.
That's not us.
We don't even. Be that.
The only time you would hear us, this is with quotation marks, quote unquote, gossiping, is when it has something directly to do with one of us.
No, that should be funny because how we gossip about each other. But we do, because that's all we know. That's the only business we know.
The only gossip that come out is if it has some personal connection to one of us.
Other than
that's it. I'm not about to sit here and talk to you about Tawanda Life and LaShonda and Waikiki. I don't know none of that.
Waikiki. Wow. So we just jumping out the windows on names. Waikiki. What's next? Nothing can top right now.
Raquena.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Raquena and Waikiki had a baby.
I'm letting
her
know
name
right
is
now.
Raquiqui.
Not you made a whole fucking family. You know what? Not my problem. I don't give a fuck. Not my monkey.
Ooh, child.
Those are not my circus. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
but let me tell y'all why I believe that I have been the happiest since my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know this sounds crazy, but I mentally prepared myself that this chapter of my life, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer expecting me from you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not responsible for how you treat me. I'm only responsible for how I treat you. Right? Since I've adopted those 3 key things, bitch been at peace.
I want to thank you for presenting some of these things to me. Because, you know, I always kind of been free-spirited, where it's just like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's mad. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry. But I've realized recently I am more so, y'all can tell, I'm kind of a mute. I kind of let stuff roll down my back and leave it alone. But then when I walk away, I'll be like, bitch, you should have said this. You should have said that. Because they think you stupid. You ain't speaking up for yourself, stupid. Not they think you stupid. You ain't speaking up for yourself, stupid. But now I've always been, like, I went to dance practice. We started back up. Shout out to Miss Kim. We was having a circle like we normally do at the end of every practice. And I was speaking to her youngest daughter just about not being so heavy and beating up on yourself, about not being where you feel like you should be.
Right.
I graduated. It took me 6 years to graduate community college with an associate's. Girl, that was my timing. You can't look at nobody else's timing and think that it got nothing to do with you. But I'm talking to her about that. And I'm saying, like, I'm talking about myself, because there was a couple people there it was their first class. So she was like, kind of describe what you do and how you do whatever it is that you do. And she stopped me and said, don't forget that you're a great person with an amazing heart. That really touched my heart.
It would have touched mine.
Because I know that I try my hardest to be a good person. Never mind a good friend. I try to be a good person. I try not to do stuff to people that I wouldn't want done to me in all areas of my life. And I feel like sometimes it get overlooked. And it's like, oh, well, she's trying to be funny or she's trying to do this. And it's like, if you know me, you know my intentions are nothing but good. Pure. Nothing but, like, I've never tried to play nobody, because I believe heavy in karma.
If you know me, you know I'm going to tell you if I play it first. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to warn you. But if I play it, those were my intentions. Just being honest here, just being honest. If that's a problem, then you got a problem with me. I don't know. Because I'll be intentional about that shit.
I've gotten to a point of, I don't care if people, yes, I want people to think this about me. I want you to recognize that I'm a good person with good intentions and a good heart. But if you don't believe that don't got shit to do with me.
I used to write this on everything in high school. You can't, I'm trying to think of how I used to write it. You can't be true to yourself if you spend all day trying to please everybody else. And it never resonated with me in high school because you know this, so I was very much so a friend pleaser. Everybody was my friend. And I'm gonna be a great friend to you.
Even the people that I told I wasn't her friend, she was still trying to be friends with them. And then look at today, she ain't even friends with them. All she got is me. And she could have had that a long time ago, because I told her that a long time ago. Just saying.
We're your friends. Okay.
First off, I never claimed to have an abundance of friends.
Okay. So
she never claimed to have an abundance of friends. I know that I have friends in certain situations for certain things.
Anyway.
We getting too deep. We
Right.
getting too deep.
Because we about to start throwing them bows. This is a sensitive topic for us, y'all, because when we start going down that friend list, we be like, I done told you.
Hold on. Can I just, let me shout out my best friend real quick. Because you've been a rider. A rider. I ain't gonna say nothing about dying, because we here.
Listen,
But you've been a rider.
can I say one thing?
What?
It was a few of them I was ready to
It was a lot of them. Let's speak on that. It was a lot of them. But my best friend would be like, oh, we going with her? Oh, okay.
Because I didn't care.
Okay.
Because I knew, and this is what I mean. Y'all have to be, when I tell you my friendship for the first 11 years with all her other little friends was tested. My position was never respected.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I didn't care. Because I knew loyalty stands the test of time. So if you loyal like how I'm loyal, bitch, you gonna be around as long as I'm around. And eventually, we just gonna have to suck it up that we around. But you not around. So I ain't gotta suck shit up.
Yep.
And it proved my point.
Really,
I only had to outlive whatever it is that you was dealing at the moment.
It's literally it's what 2 or 3 people that's still around. And from the beginning, y'all always had like a mutual thing. I think it was anybody else that was kind of like, oh, I think she don't like me, and it's like, okay, but she coming.
And it was as simple was, this is my best friend. And those who off rip was like, I may not like you, but we got a mutual understanding of this my friend, this your friend, and we just want to have a good time. Still around to this day, and we're actually fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, I can actually talk to those people outside of you and plan some shit. Mm-hmm. We could do, like, those, Jazz is my friend. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say it's my friend, but we're associates. We're cool. Mm-hmm. We can hang out. We can have long conversations. Not too long, though. But we can talk. Now, people who I didn't necessarily say nothing about, but I never gravitated to, or I became a mute around, it was out of respect for my best friend. And 10 out of 10, those people are still not around. So, I never gave a fuck about what they said about me pertaining to our friendship, and I know a lot was said because of how they acted. You never have to tell me what's said.
But let's be clear, she know that something was said.
Because I know. Because my best friend never gonna let me slack.
Period.
That's one thing. But I know to act accordingly.
And I'm not about to let nobody sit around and say nothing about my best friend.
Period.
I'm going to check
this
you
is
first,
what the
and then I'm going to let
was.
you know that this bitch was saying something.
Period. This is what the conversation was. And this is what I said. This is what they thought they could say. But this is what I said. But I say that to say, if I cared, I would have stopped. Our friendship would have ended a long time ago. Yep. Because it was a long time when we lived in 2 completely different states, not on one occasion, but on 2.
Multiple. Yeah.
Like, I went away to a different state for college and didn't have a phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you remember when we used to use Facebook for your birthday? You had to post a picture like, best friend, this one for you. And I was like, it's my birthday. It's my
Let me tell y'all, if I tell y'all about my freshman year in college and the struggle that I lived
and it
through,
was bad, and I wanted to go get my best friend so bad, Joe.
But at the same time, I experienced college. I'm talking about the college you see in the movies.
That was her college.
The college,
and then I'd be like, damn, I should have went.
The college, you be like, that shit gotta be scripted. I experienced that. So I wouldn't take that away, but baby, everything outside of that. That's another episode, but we're going to talk about that racist ass motherfucking college. I went to a racist ass motherfucking college only because they gave me a free tuition, and baby, I regret it. But I experienced college, I'm talking about flipping cars, crashing pumpkins. I'm talking about raves. I'm talking
baby,
about
you went to real life New Orleans and experienced Mardi Gras
all of the expense
in
of
college.
college.
Yeah. I still ain't did that.
Funded by our college. Our spring break was funded by the college. Remember our reverses ass college. King State, I'm calling you the fuck out. KFC. Better known as KF motherfucking C. Racist. But they did wipe away my debt due to a racist situation. Another pod, another episode.
Period. Leave it alone.
But even in college, the shit that I endured, I couldn't care. 7 black people on a campus of 5,000 plus.
When I finally talked to my best friend, she was like,
Bridges, bitch.
"Yeah, I had to move to another room. They put me and the other black girl
They
that
put
was in
us
the
in
building
protective
in the
custody
room because such and such and this and this and this." I was like, "You want me to come get you, best friend? I'll come right now."
No, but for real, I was Ruby Bridge. Like, y'all would have thought we was the first freaking black people they ever seen. And this was what, 2011?
And this baby wanted to go to this college bad. They came to the school to speak. She was like, "You gonna sign up?" And I'm like, I don't want to go further up north. I'm trying to go down south.
I thought of my situation, and this is just...
And the man had said, if anybody from Prince Tech apply, you'll get a full ride. Yeah.
So I'm like, and it was another college I wanted to go to down south, and they were offering a really good scholarship. And what my guidance counselor told me was, and I didn't know, is you can negotiate your scholarships between two schools if your grades is good enough and they want and need you. Key State needed me due to statistical numbers. Right. They needed funding. So that was a guarantee.
Black kids, yes, she was the 7th
That was
one.
a guarantee acceptance. The other college I wanted to go to, which was Benedict.
That's why they said if anybody from Prince Tech apply, you'll guarantee the full ride because we're an ethnic school.
Yes, they needed the funding. So the other college I wanted to go to, which was Benedict, I had the grades that they wanted and were they accepted me off rip, and it came with a very nice offer, but my behavioral track record hindered them. So in negotiation of me asking for them up in the scholarship to a full ride because I would rather go to a black college, they refused because it was like, we kind of want a probationary year to see if you reach the maturity level to handle being on a campus and you're not under supervision and it's not a controlled environment. We want to see if you could. So, yeah, I had to go where the money was at. Yeah, and I tore up King State too. So, I mean, they had a point. But at King State, it was justifiable. I got called a nigga. I got kicked out of party, so I flipped some shit. You know, justifiable shit.
Understood.
You know, you gotta show them. I ain't the nigga to fuck with.
I ain't nobody's nigga.
And I ain't your nigga, bitch. And it was one of them instances you wanna call. Let me show you how a nigga acts. And when you the only nigga, you gotta act nigga enough for 10 motherfuckers.
For everybody.
Like, you gotta pull a nigga.
Wait, first off, cause nigga, you better call me and let me know that you held that nigga shit down.
Period. Period. So, and it wasn't, and I say this because that year, I think I mastered I don't give a fuck. Because to walk through that campus, you had to not give a fuck.
That's different. I don't know. That's why I ain't go. Everything happened for a reason.
And I'm telling you, and that's what makes us so different. And I wish people appreciated that more about our dynamic. I had to be abrasive. I had to stand up for myself. I was forced to mature very early on. So negotiation and talking adultish before my time, I mastered this. So I am a little bit more
what's so crazy is literally everything happened for a reason. Today, first off, when you was just talking about Prince Tech, I thought about, remember the girl that you beat?
Ooh, Renita.
I just was thinking about her earlier because I remember when we went to my baby shower and she was like, "Oh, them her little friends from school," and I was like, "What makes us little friends?" And they was like, maybe y'all should leave. Oh, no. I need her to explain to me what makes us her little friends. But anyway, then I was thinking about what? I lost my train of thought. Jeez.
The baby shower.
What did you just say though? Before I started talking about the baby shower, that you had to, like, you're the one that had to.
I grew up faster.
You grew up faster. I was thinking about how I feel like people always looked at our relationship and felt like I was the one that had it together because you experienced more life before me. Like, I was the one that was kind of guiding everything because you experienced more life before me that might have hindered you from taking that next step forward, where I was already taking that step. But little did they know, behind the scenes, and to this day, honey, she just wrote a letter for me. Behind the scenes, and to this day, I'd be like, best friend, well, how should I word this? Or what should I say? Because she good with, shit, y'all hear her, she good with words. Not shit, y'all hear her. So it's like, I was thinking about this before I left the house. How people's perception of stuff just be like wrong.
And that's why you can't care.
I don't care.
Because you see it from the outside looking in, but nobody knows your background. Nobody knows your backstory. Nobody knows what it took to mold you and why you are the way you are and why their idea of you just won't work. Because, baby, if I tell you, if I conform to every ideology somebody had of me, first off, I would have lost my best friend. Because it almost happened. They tried to make it happen. Not even gonna blame it on them. It was just a lot of shit.
I was about to say, refresh my memory, because I thought I knew where you was going, but now I'm lost.
I can't blame it fully on them. But it was a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And it just, man, I hung around people who nitpicked over everything. What I looked like, what I dressed like, what I found like, what I walked like, what I talked behind my back, but called me my friend. And you have to develop, I don't want to be like, you got to walk around with thick skin, but you just have to be so sure of whose you are. That's why I say you got to know whose you are, to be comfortable with you and to walk around as you, always 24/7 delivering you, because you are authenticated and originated, and you cannot be duplicated. I think I said that the best way I can. Okay.
That was good.
And I say that because many will try, but they all will fail because the origination always stands. So we can try to sound like other things. We could try to present ourselves as other things, but the original thing will always, that's like on TikTok. The original sound will always get credited. The original sound is what gets
like, when you press that little square,
use this
sound. Original.
The original sound will always be used. You may add your twist on it. You may do a new visual to it, but the original sound will always stand.
And we original, baby.
You get what I'm saying? So if we try to sound like other podcasts,
it ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work because we're gonna fall in the background because we're not the original sound. This is our sound. I'm the talker.
And I come when I come.
Oh, nasty. Oh, nasty. I
in. Is that okay?
I don't even think that makes it better, to be honest.
I speak when I speak.
Okay. I drop bombs when necessary. I don't even know. Wow. Wow. Whew. Well, we promised season 3 gonna be a hitter. Y'all getting the unexpected.
I cannot. Leave me alone.
I come when I come too.
We all do.
Fact. I don't want to come now.
You know what? And she talking about some old nasty.
I don't give a fuck. No, but I think we meant to. Okay, so it's crazy because that was kind of my affirmation for today. I meant to say that earlier.
What was that?
But this kind of aligned with my affirmation of the day. Was I woke up and I just said fuck it. Like, and that sound like it could be interpreted as a negative affirmation, but it was just in a mindset of I didn't wake up in a best of moods. I'll be lying if I say I did, but my mindset was I had shit to do for that day.
Right.
I had a schedule to tend to that I locked myself into, because regardless of what we talked about, sticking and being intentional to what we got set. So my mindset was fuck it. Regardless of how I feel, I gotta do everything that I set out to do today. So fuck it.
You know what's my favorite part about affirmations? They are always double-sided. And it speaks to a person's character, I guess. Because you can hear the same affirmation as me.
Interpreted something different.
Completely different. Like, before we started recording, Peppa asked me what was my affirmation of the day, and I said, just get through the day. And she said, damn, how was your day?
I said, damn, that hard.
God damn. Now, granted, my day wasn't bad, just mentally. It was like, what is happening? But today I could say my affirmation was get through the day. And it was a situation of like a little bit more on the negative side. Tomorrow I could wake up and my affirmation be just get through the day. And it's really on some get through the day on a positive vibe, regardless of what happened. It don't even matter. Get through the day. Be happy, baby. Get through the day.
Facts.
Affirmations are always double-sided. It don't matter how much good is in that one sentence. It's always double-sided. It really depends on your emotion. I feel like we have to get in tune with our emotions, with whatever it is that we're trying to achieve.
Facts.
Because you can't feel bad and try to do good. It don't align. It's never going to align. Your feeling is what creates the good. So, create the good.
All the time. Like when I tell you, and I was talking about this with somebody earlier, I was just like, I really, like, I sent a gif of somebody frolicking through flowers, because I was like, mentally, that's how I am. Because now it's just like
a happy place. Even just hearing it, it sent me to a happy place.
Because it's not like you're careless, but it's more so worry and doubt can't live in this. Like, worry, I can't have faith and be worried. I can't have doubt and be praying. That shit is impossible. I prayed about it. I got faith on it. I'm working towards it. I gotta be worry free that this shit's gonna happen. The obstacles are gonna come.
Believe and have faith, or you gonna have worry and doubt.
The shit's gonna come. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. I would hate to think. Well, I mean, I have yet to go through a transaction that's been super seamless.
Right.
Even buying my fucking car, something came up. I was like, damn, it's a car. I bought bigger shit than this. Like, the fact. Like, at that point, it'd be like, you go to the bank, something bound to come up. Like, it's always something. You go get your oil change. You need a filter. I ain't planning on spending the extra $30. It's inevitable. Why give a fuck?
It's all in how you handle it.
Why give a fuck to a situation you can't even control. I can't control this. The outcome is already what it is.
Right.
Only thing I can control is 1, how I react to it, 2, how much energy I give to it, and 3, what we about to do about it.
Right.
Because 9 out of 10 times, if I didn't plan on doing something about it, it's gonna have to wait.
Exactly.
And
What's the point of
if I
it?
did predict that something like this could come, 10 out of 10, I probably already prepared for it. So I'm sucking it up, either paying for it or just doing the extra work. Like, at some point, you gotta know where to allocate your fucks. Like, I have no fucks in my bank. So when somebody tell me something, I really don't have.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't.
I
can't give you nothing.
I had a visual. Listen, no, I had a visual of a man with a clipboard. That's like, so how many fucks do you have to give to this situation?
0.
It's like 0. Okay, let's move to the next one. Do you give a fuck about this one?
Not even a little bit.
Nope, we're gonna keep
On
going.
a scale of 1 to 10, where's your fucks? 10 being you give the most fucks, 1 the least, 0, bitch. I don't have nothing.
All right,
Like,
next one.
And I say that because it's like, I can only control, and let's be real, you can only control a limited amount of things. So the limited amount I can control, that's what I'm going to give the most energy to.
You know what you can always control? You and how you feel.
Period. And I choose to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
I choose to be at peace.
Mm-hmm.
I choose to be productive and efficient with my time that I have in this day to get what I need done. So I'm sorry I'm not sorry. If you give me or present me with your problem and expect me to give a fuck, I'm going to give you some real ass advice, or I'm going to give you a listening ear, whatever you prefer. But am I going to actually care or overly indulge in whatever your situation is?
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. Not at all. I feel bad when people call me now. I feel absolutely horrible when people call me. And it's not that I lack the sympathetic aspect, but it's just like, I'm sorry. This is not conducive to me or my day. And I care about you. And I want your situation to be better. And I pray that it will turn around. However, yeah, I gotta go. I'm just not a person. I can't be nobody dumping ground no more. Like, I'm sorry. Unless you are a part of or sitting at my table, I'm not overextending myself in that area. I can't. Your situation is not close enough to me to have an effect on me. But if you're sitting at my table, then we got a problem. We gotta fix this.
Right.
But you're not here, so.
First off, the table is small. It's very small.
Child.
It's very small.
This is the table.
This the table.
Period.
So if you're not at this table right here that we sitting at,
No, like
that's
no,
it. That's all.
I care, but I can't care to give
Too
so
much.
much energy
Yeah.
that it start to drain me and it take me off a course of what. And I may not be saying it in a way that come off very gentle or digestible to everybody, but that's just the reality of life. I've given so much of me in the care department that I've overextended myself to people emotionally and never got that back. I have to be in a full season that I have to care about me first and what I take in. So I'm going to cancel the noise, and right now your drama is noise.
So it's not that the 0 fucks given is not in the lines of I just don't care about nothing.
No.
It's just for this right now, I don't have it.
I don't. Not right now. Not today.
Makes sense.
Not tomorrow. Not next week.
Just don't talk to me about it.
Period. Period.
And honestly, in this friendship, we've distinguished what's worth talking about and what's not.
Yeah.
We still might slip in some of the stuff,
Honestly,
but it's just still
I know I
like,
talk about shit she don't care about. She gonna listen to. Just like I'm gonna listen when she talk about shit I don't care about.
Cause that's my best friend.
Period. But are you other ones?
It's gotta be about nothing.
So on that note, yeah, we appreciate all the feedback. We appreciate all the love. And we appreciate all the listens. But just like how we telling y'all we don't give a fuck in the best and most respectful way, we expect y'all to get that same energy back.
Correct.
Because you can't give a fuck. Because I'm pretty sure your manager wish you was a certain way, or wish you was more like another coworker. Wish you produced work like another coworker. Or I'm pretty sure. No, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Wow.
Because sometimes as parents, we wish our child was more like another child. I wish he was just a little bit more like Jimmy from down the block. Gave me less problems.
I don't know. I used to.
But at the end of the day, we all gotta be grateful for who we are, what we can present. Hope it's appreciated and loved.
When y'all experience something else, y'all will stop the wishing.
Yeah.
Because I used to be like, oh my goodness, this boy is so hyper. I just want him to sit down. I just want him to listen. I just want him to do this. And I went to my friend's house and I experienced
something else.
I call my baby an animal all the time. I experienced the animal she got, literally the animal. He think he a dinosaur. He was just running down the hallway like, rah! Like since when we stepped foot in here, it was on 1,000 compared to his 1,000. My baby be on 10. and she said, because this morning I was talking to her and she like, you want me to just come drop him off? Because ain't nobody had school today. You want me to just come drop him off?
Drop her son off?
Yeah. I was like, ooh. She said, I don't think you can handle my baby. She said, based on seeing how yours is in action, I don't think you can handle mine. I said, and you are absolutely right, ma'am. I can't. I will, and I've seen it little by little, but when I experienced that, I said, I'm going to stop wishing my baby to calm down. If he jumping on the bed and he kicked me in the head,
it was an accident.
I'm going to just take that because he's not climbing on me.
Facts.
So it's just like, stop wishing that something to happen that ain't for you. Because you don't know the background to it.
Just like you don't know the background it took for a person to overcome and build who they are today, and you wanting them to conform to who you want them to be. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. In 2022, we have no fucks to give.
Period.
To nobody thoughts,
Period.
Opinions, feelings, or nothing that's not conducive to a better us. Because this year is all about growing and glowing.
Hello?
We the GGs.
Hello?
the double G's.
Ooh, I wish.
Girl, I wish I was no damn double G.
I
My
don't.
back
I really
be
don't.
hurting. Got asthma.
Barely a C. I'm happy with
Talk
what I
about
got
death
there.
in your sleep. Lay on your back. Dead in 2 minutes. As soon as you close your eyes. Because you think you snoring and you struggling to breathe.
You dying. You think you just sleeping. You dying.
On some weird shit. Hell no. I watch 1,000 Ways to Die. That shit is on there. Got me fucked up. But y'all can't. We not giving no fucks. We have none to give. The bank says we're at 0. You do not want to go into a negative because it's $100 fee. That's not an ordinary bank. They charge them out the ass.
Hello?
If it don't apply,
Girl, they charge your life for the negative. How about that?
Period. If
It's
it don't
either
apply,
you ain't
I got one better. They charging a piece of your happiness when you go negative. They're charging a piece of your joy when you go negative. A piece of your peace when you go negative. Ooh.
A piece of your piece when you were married?
Ooh.
Because that had a ring to it.
Because if you take a piece of my piece, I'm coming with my piece.
Period.
Y'all understand? I work too hard on this motherfucking pizza.
I can't stand.
Have you had a moment? It took me a long time to get here. That's why I don't give a fuck. For real. Wood off a duck back. Life and keep that shit moving. Take what you need from somebody and what out the other on the rest. Like it is what it is.
Not giving a fuck mean you don't care about it don't mean you don't care about nothing.
You just don't care about what don't pertain to you.
Where you not giving a fuck. And as of right now, I'm choosing not to give a fuck about nothing for the rest of the night. I'm going to sleep.
Bye. On that note,
it's your girl Sault
and your girl Peppa.
We just gave you
no tea, straight seasoning. Make sure y'all go subscribe on all platforms. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Because this is a podcast by best friends for best friends. So share with your goddamn best friend.
Period.
Later.